Hello everyone. I wanted to film an update on my WIPs as well as answer the September tag. I finished one of my bell and boo designs. Here it is. I finally finished all the back stitching. I just have to get it framed now. I'm almost finished with the wedding sampler, the Doctor Who sampler of the TARDIS, and you can see there's some Daleks in the Gallifrey language. I haven't been able to find a photo album, so I may just frame it and give it to them like that. I didn't finish the Mirabilia Sleeping Princess. I'm aiming for the end of October. I already missed the anniversary date, so I'm going to give myself a little more time. Now for the September tag. My favorite floss is, it's red 666. Red is my favorite color. I just love it. I don't stitch seasonal projects. I never have, actually. And do I like to read? I love to read. The book I'm currently reading, or I should say rereading, is Jane Eyre. This is my newest copy of it. It's my favorite book ever. I read it at least once a year. I just got this new edition of it at the bookstore. Like I said, I love to read. I'm a bookworm and I read every day. Also, it may be a bit weird, but I love the smell of new books. There's just something about opening a new book, and I love going to bookstores. Some people love clothes shopping. I get more excited about buying a new book. Since I stitch a lot, I also listen to audiobooks. I recently listened to the entire book, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It's still not as good as having a book in your hands, though. Now for the random facts. I'm learning to paint. I am terrible at it. Right now I'm learning to paint poppies. I know I will never paint a masterpiece, but I've always wanted to learn to paint, and since I am 45, I figured now is as good a time as any. One of the things I love about stitching artwork from famous artists like Renoir is that while I can't paint a masterpiece, I can stitch one. Fact number 2, I also quilt and embroider. I've finished a couple quilts. I've only been quilting about 2 years. I'm mainly interested in English paper piecing, and that takes a long time. Here is an example of a quilt that I recently started. This is a diagram of it, how it's supposed to be put together, all the blocks. My 3 kids are huge Doctor Who fans, so they each want this quilt. The quilt will be for twin-size beds, and I'm almost finished with the front of one of them. Also, here is an apron. I just recently embroidered. The bad thing is it's so cute, I don't want to use it for fear of messing it up. I know it's silly, I just need to use it. But random fact number 3, I am using stitching to lose weight. I have a chronic condition that causes me a lot of pain almost daily, so I have to be careful about what I do, how I lift, things like that. And also, my mother died. I put on, around the time of her illness and death, about 60 pounds. Whenever I was upset or troubled, I would call her and talk, and it would make me feel better. Well, she got sick and died, and I turned to food. was never an emotional eater. In fact, I was never overweight, unless you count through pregnancies. Watching everyone's videos has really inspired me to stitch a lot more. I didn't really stitch that much after she died. So far, since June, I've lost 10 pounds because you can't stitch and eat. I feel a sense of accomplishment when I see my work. It makes me feel creative, and it's funny, but I find it a great stress reliever. Interesting thing I read about needlework is there was a study conducted that compared it to or said it had the same calming effects as meditation. So there you go. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day, everyone.